What up, though? I'm glad you came back. Um, got a new name, Real Talk and Healthy Food. Healthy food will be coming on the weekend. This topic, uh, Trayvon Martin's killer, that bitch ass, tubby ass weirdo, uh, George Zimmerman. And before I go in, my news sources come from CNN, Fly Nubian Queen via Vicky Dillard from her show last night, Yahoo, Bing News, and The Blast. Okay, so I went to a few sources to kind of look into it a little bit more as far as details. I don't like to get into a whole lot of details. I just kind of like to say what is factually and then put my opinion on it and keep it moving. Because he's dead motherfucking wrong. Sidebar, I got a suggestion saying maybe I shouldn't cuss so much, but kiss my ass. So here we go. So the lawsuit. So I'm going to read this clip that I got from CNN, or this one's the blast. So the lawsuit alleges malicious protection by prosecutors, defamation by both Martin's defense attorney and the book publishing company, and civil conspiracy by Martin's family and lawyer to put on a false witness with a made to order false storyline to try to fraudulently create probable cause to get a conviction. Trayvon Martin's killer, George Zimmerman, was acquitted in his shooting in 2012, even though we all know he did that shit. So, um, see. One of the key arguments by Zimmerman's attorney is a conspiracy centered around a witness named Rachel Jantel, who allegedly provided false statements to investigators, according to the lawsuit. Okay, so the defendant, Jantel, lied repeatedly about having a relationship with Trayvon and being on the phone with Trayvon in the days and minutes up into his death, and lied about everything she claimed to have heard over the phone in the hours and minutes prior to his death. So, defendant Chantel also lied about her identity, falsely claiming her name was Diamond Eugene. The suit accuses his parents, Trayvon's, and prosecutors and state authorities of going along with the alleged ruse and are alleged to either have known about or should have known about the witness fraud, obstructed justice, or lied repeatedly under oath to cover up their knowledge of the witness fraud. So, a news release from Clayman said Clayman, who founded the conservative watchdog group Judicial Watch, has filed several lawsuits in the past, including a birther lawsuit that falsely claimed, oh, former President Barack Obama couldn't be president because he wasn't a natural born citizen. So this fool has a reputation of bullshit ass lawsuits. Okay. So, um, you know, we're gonna just jump right on in because the first thing I thought immediately was motherfucking narcissist. And for the dummies in the back, okay, narcissist, this is the definition. Um, and this data focus it's from Bing, and Bing comes from trusted medical content partners, so you could Bing it up yourself. Okay, so the symptoms are being overly boastful, exaggerating one's own achievements, pretending to be superior to others, lacks empathy for others, looking down on others as inferior, impatient. Oh, dang, that sounds like me. Easily disappointed when expected importance is not given. Always craves for the best in everything. It has a fragile self-esteem. Okay, so we could see all these things in him. Like, damn, we could see all these things in this fool. Like, what kind of motherfucking man who murked somebody's baby with his motherfucking self-appointed top flight security ass? Okay, you murked this baby and you're gonna sue his parents on some bullshit. Like, the times must be getting real hard for you. That karma is coming so swift. Like I could say, like back in the day, I would be wishing all this ill will on him, but we could clearly see by the desperate and thirst-McGirth actions taking place, the desperado moves that he's making, this karma is whooping his motherfucking ass. Like, period, the end. In a minute, in a minute, it's about to be all bad for your boy. And I don't, I know what it is that I'm seeing, I'm feeling, and it's bad. I mean, it's really bad. And he better whatever. I mean, clearly he has no kind of spiritual guidance, friends, family, motherfuckers that give a fuck about him because look at what he's doing. Like he's so thirst. So you could tell by this thirstiness and the actions that are following. Only crash dummies move like this. This is some crash dummy ass shit if I ain't never seen it before in my life. And usually when people get to thirst trapping and shit, they crash. And here he is, thirst trapping. So I don't know if it's gonna be like some sort of physical something. He's gonna kick the bucket or be locked again. But something's about to go down with old dude. And that's hella fucked up. I mean, this is the same motherfucker who was trying to sell the gun that he killed this baby with as an American icon. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, have some, and what can you expect from a motherfucker who's a motherfucking cave beast? I mean, this motherfucker is directly from the Caucasus, the Mount of wherever Crackatown. Like, listen, like he's um, it's about to be all bad for your boy. It really is. It really is. And somebody, need to look at how trash of a person this is. Like, are you kidding me? These people are grieving still. You know what I'm saying? He was 17 years old. You know what I'm saying? You took everything, all his hopes and dreams, all his parents' hopes and dreams, and you don't know what. You seen the trickling effect it had on this country. And what about that intermediate family? All those people's lives who are affected. Our lives are affected day to day because you're a piece of shit. Because he's a piece of shit. And here you go, gonna sue. Like, and that in itself, like, that brings me to that voting topic that we were talking about. Like, situations like this, there needs to be some sort of like strictly black agenda for us. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm almost like, I don't know how it got to, how did it get to that? What was my timing of it? Because there aren't harsh enough punishments for me on the other side. I feel like if you felt like you was top flight security and you felt big and bad enough to murk this baby over some bullshit, then your motherfucking ass need to be locked or murked or something. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, this shit be making a nigga feel hopeless sometimes. You know what I mean? Shit like this. Because people do shit like this. And then the racist motherfuckers, I don't know how, like, what idiot universe they are tapped into. Like, I don't know what idiotic parasite ass mind frame that you have to be a leeching, sucking, vampire, spirit sucking, just your soul is just like so trife. Your soul, your inside, like like what makes us is inside. We can't see it. This is outside. I'm talking about them thoughts inside. Like your shit got to be so fucking rotten. And so like I almost sometimes wonder, like, people who's like that, like their thoughts, like, do they have thoughts? Like, because they don't have the mental capacity to feel empathy. Like if somebody's hurt, and people like us will be innate to go, are you okay? You need something, hung, right? But a dirty, grimy, rotten, trifling, parasitical, I don't even know if that's a word, like roach, rotten, rodent, infested, like an infestation, like a breed, like a petri dish of something like that's contagious, like that's what that gives me. Like that's how I feel about like Trump and Zimmerman and people like that who are just so evil and nasty and just so fucked up. Like it's one thing to be riding on a nigga when you like if they're a Chester and they Chester your kids and you gotta go fuck that nigga up. Like but this motherfucker was just like on some thirst trap, hate himself so rotten and wanted to just emit that rage onto somebody, and then he's racist on this little boy, you know what I'm saying, because he's all fat and gross and like going bald, and he's just like ain't shit, like he's old, and he sees this young fly chopping it up with a breezy on the way to get his little snack pack. He's swaggy and stuff like that, and his fat nasty roach infested ass was just hateful and mad because he can't be him. That's how I feel, because can't no regular person feels like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be just just you got to be on deck. You got to stay prayed up, laced up, family up, gamed up, dolo, rolo, solo, strapped up, maced up, knifed up out here nowadays in 2019. Like real motherfucking talk. Okay, like because these motherfuckers is weirdos and crazy, and that's why I don't be fucking around with a whole lot of motherfuckers, because you don't know what a nigga's on, and then what's even more fucked up, what another motherfucker may be on. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, like just walking down the street, just hating the fuck out themselves, and black people even more, and just want to take you out on the strength. And that's what it is. And then got the motherfucking trifling, dirty, rotten ass nerve. You know what I'm saying? To you suing the people that created a life, that they created that life and you snuffed that life out, and you're asking for money, you fucking bum. You bummy, slummy, zombie, rotten, trifling ass, like demon. And I even mean to do all that. But that's what trash sewage, that's raw sewage that comes out the pipes. When you flush the toilet and it goes down in that thing, that's that nigga. When they go to the waste management centers, that's him. That's him. That's him. And all the people like that who live like that. That's their raw ass sewage, fresh out the pipe. That's them. Just trife. Like mask can't cover up the trifeness. You know? I'm wrapping it up there. I don't know how this video sound, but this is my channel, and that's how I feel about that cocksucker, motherfucking, janky zombie, top flight. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't even a narcissist. I'm a narcissist, okay? That motherfucker is raw sewage. So, shout out to my news sources. What a terrible, terrible time for those parents. How disrespectful. Um, Let me know how you feel. I want to know how y'all feel. Like, how do y'all feel about the man who snuffed out the life that these two people created, and him having the gall, the audacity to sue the creators of said life? The killer, the murderer, the terrorist, Zimmerman, the terrorist that snuffed out an innocent life. How do y'all feel? Like, comment, subscribe. and check me out. And I hope I see you soon. Stay safe out there.